Now, to stop this being boring, I thought we'd actually add some other flavour into it. So I thought what we'll do in the presentation today, we'll talk about, and I don't know if you had it in Holland, I'm sure you did, Fawlty Towers. Yeah, the TV programme. Good, I love it. 12 episodes made, total. We're going to talk a little bit about Fawlty Towers. We're going to talk about communist dictators, because they're special. And then finally, we're going to talk again about the greatest football team on earth, Liverpool Football Club. But actually what we're going to do is talk about some of the issues in destination branding and pull these in as reference. And we're going to talk about some cities and destinations, Stockholm, Sigtuna, Stockholm Arlanda Airport, New York, Liverpool, Barcelona, as some reference as we go through the day. Now, when it comes to destination marketing, you have to, as I say, ask yourself, well, who really owns the destination? And the truth is, apart from maybe North Korea and a few other despotic outposts, most places don't have one person who can decide everything. And that leads us into a completely different area for most brands. Most brands, however tough they think their life is, with all the different brand managers, product managers, the CEO, the CFOs, they're relatively stable. They can decide to do what the hell they want, more or less. You can't do that with places. And you know that if you work with places, just how tough it is to engage the different stakeholders. So really, this first point about stakeholders is just this. That partnership, shared vision, involvement of the stakeholders is absolutely key. You've got to get them on the same page. And it is hard work, it's not easy. It takes time, you'll hit barriers, you'll hit problems. You have to be genuine about it. But if you are, eventually it will work. Positioning, and talk a little bit about it from a brand perspective and then from a place perspective first. So I'm going to take a step back first. And positioning is obviously, and branding is all about standing out in some way, having something that makes you stand out from the crowd. And the problem with places is they all look and sound very similar sometimes. So finding the thing that's unique is difficult, and finding that unique spot in the consumer's mind. And in truth, there's a little test you can do which works rather well. When you say, I'm from Haarlem, what's the first thing people say? Because actually, if they're from overseas, the first thing they say is probably their truth. Or I'm from Amsterdam. The first thing they think is what they believe. That's the perception. And it's a position you have, and to change that position is damn difficult. You have to shift a lot to get people thinking a different way. So it's tough. What a brilliant idea. What a great way to leverage natural assets. And you know, too many places spend time and money trying to look for something they haven't got, instead of looking at what they have got and just using it in a smart and clever way. That's a really smart and clever way. The only thing they had going was it was beautiful, and they had a very limited budget. So instead of spending the money with agencies, spreading it thinly in the 8 markets they wanted to communicate with, they said, no, we're going to actually focus it all on a job. We're going to pay somebody. We're then going to run recruitment ads for people to apply for this job, and we're going to use social media to make ourselves famous. Well, what a brilliant idea. My son is at this university, Luleå University, up near the Arctic Circle. And they've not tried to pretend it's warm or it's sunny, because it isn't. You don't see the sun for about 6 months, but they're actually talking about first choice in Scandinavia, branding in 0 degrees, great ideas grow better below zero. They're honest about it, and they've attracted their own niche. Far better than trying to pretend to be what you want. So just great examples.